Fellow Nigerians across the globe, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you good night, depending on your time zone. As you already know, I am George Onyibe. We don't forge a name. This is who we are. It's yet another day. But considering the simple fact that we are aware that we are exactly at the point of dispensational shift, a moment of change that is going to define who we are going to be for a very long time, we have to speak up. Believe me, this moment, this dispensation, the portal has been opened even for almost 15 years now. We're just realizing it, believe me. And unfortunately, some of us are living in the matrix and some in reality. But it will be better for you to live in both worlds. And so you could plug and unplug yourself. And so you will be able to understand time and season. I want us to quickly look at a topic I titled, The Only Thing That Will Save the Sub-Igbo Group. 3 things that will save the Sub-Igbo Group. Just 3 things. You know, we now have an ethnic group known as Sub-Igbo Group. You hear this from Igbo Biafra people. Igbos in Kogi State, Igbos in Anambra, Igbos in Delta, Igbos in Edo, Igbos in Rivers, Igbos in Bayelsa, Igbos in Sokoto, Igbos in Ondo State. You are all Sub-Igbo Group. If these people call Igbo people, trace their ancestry to you, you are Sub-Igbo Group. There are only 3 things that will save you. The madness is getting out of hand, but it is with a purpose. I'm coming. For those of you who are Igbo, understand in this instance, I am generalizing it. When I stop generalizing it, I will now add Biafra, and Unity Beggar. If I look at those people who are Igbo, I will say the southeastern Nigeria, pray for Soludo. It's not a coincidence. Soludo in a time like this, a time not favorable, decide to hold the bull by the horn by calling a spade a spade. That man should be protected. But let me remind fellow Nigerians that as far as the South and the Southeast are concerned, I could say that there are 2 people who has attained to the level of leadership that we envy before now. There are actually 3 of them, but 2 in specific. Let me talk about them. You see, Alex Oti is a progressive-minded Igbo man. And believe me, I doff my cap for him. But it's unfortunate, his people are most responsible of more than 40% crime of Igbo Biafra people in Nigeria. It's a shame. But why will I call him name? I respect him till tomorrow morning. Where we belong, his name is written in gold, and it will remain like that for a very long time. Let's leave him. He's not part of the people I'm talking about. There is a man called Professor Charles Soludo, the current governor of Anambra State, when he was the CBN governor. He performed magic. We loved him. Now listen, many of my relatives named their children Soludo. And they are listening. Most especially my brother that is an auditor, a chartered accountant. Because of Professor Charles Soludo, the name of his first son is now Soludo. Tomorrow he said it's not Igbo. He has 3 Igbo names, but on a no get sense. I'm coming. Because when he became the governor of Anambra State and went to begin to romance with Nnamdi Kanu, we lost faith in him. If you do good, we tell you do good. If you do bad, we will call you out. When he came, ofuka yitishi, umenofone yadome. And then there is another person, and this one is from the South. They call him Good Luck Ebere Jonathan. The man was exceptionally good. You will agree with me today, but I know when he was in office, you will not agree. So many people I know began to name their children Good Luck. This is not as if they have solved the Nigerian problem. This was somewhere along the line. They were able to fill some vacuum. They were able to do so many things that we have been looking for ways. Problems we have been looking for ways to solve. Now, having said this, there are a group of people who say they are Igbo people. They flaunt their arrogancy and hopelessness everywhere across board. Ghana will soon chase you out. Don't forget, we chase Ghana away. So for Ghana to chase Igbo people away will not be a problem. Don't forget, in South Africa, there is no black they hate as much as they hate Nigeria, courtesy of Igbo people. That is why we do not hear Yoruba-phobia. We do not hear Hausa-phobia. Only Igbo-phobia. Igbo people, drop your insult in full capacity because I'm just warming up. But why did I say I'm generalizing it at this moment? Because recently, Professor Charles Soludo, the incumbent governor of Anambra State, made a broadcast. I can see their comment section. And what did he say in that very speech? He said the Nigerian police and other security agents under his tenure has arrested so many criminals, kidnappers, baby factory, fake drug, murderers, prostitute, hawkers, hookup, name them, blackmailers, all of them. 99.9%. This is because he don't want to exaggerate. It's all of them are Igbo. All of them are Igbo people. He was diplomatically saying it, but he got to say the truth. I'm coming, because this is not my concern anyway. And so if Professor Charles Soludo, once a central governor of Nigeria, who did not mess up the central bank like my brother Emefiele did, is talking. Even though he's an Igbo man, let's give him the respect. At least he said the truth. That is why we respect people like Ijele. That is why we respect people like my brother, Henry Chimezie. And of course, and other Igbo people we can say we can trust you. In fact, we respect Uchuka for Mefo. We can be still be doing Igbo Biafra. We will help all of them because they are not seeing clearly, I should say. Now, Professor Charles Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, is telling you that all those things, Fulani are killing us, Fulani headsmen, no, they are not Fulani headsmen. That is why you see, in my region, I don't hyper it. I have a property in my village. And close to my house in my village, not my family compound, is a base where they say Fulani headsmen hide. Each time I go home, I want to see them, I don't see them. But if I consider Nigerian police report, I will discover that when 3 Hausa are caught doing kidnapping or supposedly, the account they use to transfer the money is always Igbo people account. Nigerian police know what I'm saying. And then I will come out and tell you, Fulani headsmen, it is the rat inside that told the one outside that there is something to party over inside the house. I'm coming. Now, there are a group of Nigerians who call themselves Igbo. And there are a group of Nigerians who call themselves Yoruba. And yet another group of Nigerians who call themselves Hausa. These three did something they have not told us. In the eve of independence, the silent progressive-minded Nigeria, people like Tony and Ahuru, to mention but a few, and they established Wazobia. We are not against Wazobia. It was actually a platform to create a trinity for Nigeria, which you can get that discussion in other broadcasts before now, the Nigerian Trinity. And then those of us who are homogeneous in nature, culturally, could blend. Because together, some of us are homogeneous and others heterogeneous. And maybe they were trying to create a neutral platform for all of us to be able to coexist. And so with this Wazobia, Yoruba start claiming some people that are not Yoruba. It is confusing today. And I'm sure Olukumi people will not say something. And I'm sure Awoli people will keep quiet. Ijebu people will pretend it doesn't concern them. But yet, Yoruba, you don't have the need to revolt. Because the last time I checked, all the tribes that make up Yoruba people, all the ethnic groups that present themselves today as you have been fair to one another. And there is no need for that. That is why people like Showore, who is a Joma, not a Yoruba, from the Laja and Arubu Aziz, who will claim Yoruba. And if I have my way today, I will begin to claim Yoruba. But this will not make me not to talk lie. Maybe Yoruba blood runs in me anyway. Let's leave it at that. The ones who say they are Hausa, somewhere along the line, colonize the Nasarawa people, the TV people, the Kanuri people, the Doma people, the Gala people, and so on and so forth. Too numerous to mention. We were thinking all of them were Hausa, but it's obvious they are not. They have revolted already. That is why you have the North Central. At least Plateau people, at least Benue people, at least Kwara people, and so on and so forth. But they are not having issue because Hausa don't want to die on top of it. Hausa allow them to be. Now they are under North Central. Deal with it. But you see, this one who say they are Igbo. Listen to me, Omeni Wonyabo. Listen to me closely. If you are considered a Sub-Igbo group, ondeka gone montion homo. But you see this one who say they are Igbo. This is the beginning. I've been talking about Igbo unity, Igbo unification, Igbo unification. Most of you did not understand. Is it not dawned on you that the sponsorship of Igbo unification was about Anyoma state creation? They almost caught me off guard. But we now know the truth. We now know the truth. I'm coming. This group called Igbo people, About 70% of them don't know what they are into. I pray they will know before their time is up. Now look at it. And now the Kano in one of his broadcasts said, the idiot who could not finish secondary school, the Yahoo freedom fighter who brought us out, his name is Nnamdi Kanu. His father is a fake king, political and stole stool in Afari Beku, Umuahia, Abia State. In one of his broadcasts, he came and told the whole world, Nandi Igbo Bondowa Borono, according to his word. Let me paraphrase him. Ndi Igbo Bondowa Borono, Ndi Igbo, Nnamdi Kanu sena ono wa Bondowa Borono. For those of you who don't understand Igbo, Nnamdi Kanu in one of his broadcasts said that Igbo people are cursed people. There is nothing you will do in the name of Igbo that can stand. That is why they want to change to Biafra. But let's look at it this way. Maybe I'm beginning to agree with him. That is why I say for now, I am generalizing it. But let me explain so that your anger can pile up, your insult can have impact on me. Let us see how it goes. There was nobody like Igbo before now. But then all of a sudden, some criminals were trying to find out who they are, mobilize themselves. I say we must be Igbo people. They went and hijacked Nri people. Nri people cannot tell you that they are not Igbo now, because they are claiming to be the first son of Abraham, Ndi. My blood lineage is in Nri, but I'm not Igbo, man. You will have to deal with it. I'm coming. There are people known as Mbituru, Mbano, Ndi Amandoba, Ndi Nkwere, Ndi Olo, Ndi Hechi Owa. Should I begin to mention from Obunike to Izi to Iku to Abakaliki? Should I begin to mention? These are different people like I am. They were all colonized. They were all coerced. They associated and we assimilated. And then, boom, you have Igbo. If you say you are not Igbo, you are in trouble. If you say the truth, they will come for you. But somewhere along the line, they were able to build a cartel, a league that enables them to decide who lives and who dies. Now they cannot go to that hierarchy where he could decide who lives and who dies. Just that he wants to kill the person that the gods has not killed. So when he was on Radio Biafra, he told you, I know I'm a powerful man. I can decide who live and who die. I control over 100 million all over the world. Then he was controlling his governors. He was controlling the supposed Igbo stakeholders. World Igbo Congress, he has manipulated all of them, pocketed all of them. We want him to leave us alone. You can't do that with Igbo people. I'm coming. Today, how market Biafra agitation? A foundation that is built on falsehood. It will react against itself. There is a reason I'm bringing up this thing. Before I tell you the three things that those of you they consider Sub-Igbo group we used to save yourself, because we are almost late. I've been calling most of our people for 5 years to 6 years now. Let us create a rallying point for our people. Some of them think they are coming to help me. Be helping me. But maybe when our time is up, your children will look at what I have said and they will curse you. When Nnamdi Kanu was cursing Igbo people, this was not because he hated Igbo people. This was because he was on drug. Because he is more cursed than the entire Igbo people. Understand, on this broadcast I'm generalizing it, so you don't need to re-edit it. But let me finish the analysis. And so they gathered a bunch of people based on geographical location. Today, Igala man is Igbo man, property of Fundi Igbo, because Igbo owns the southeast. I hope I'm right. Idoma man is in the southeast. It's a property of Fundi Igbo because they are in the southeast. Akwa Ibom man is in the southeast. It's a property of Fundi Igbo because they are in the southeast. For a very long time, all of them, including Igala, they shut up. Today, they have perfected the cultural genocide of all these ethnic groups I have called. Igbo people are just knowing that there are a lot of communities in Igbo land, supposedly in the southeast, that don't speak Igbo. Only Anambra, out of the 98 communities, 21 of them don't speak Igbo. They are not Igbo. But they are not Igbo by force. And Onitsha people, it's not Onitsha. They are not Igbo. But let's not digress. Obaru people like Professor Ubi of Onitsha, they are not Igbo. But fear no go let you tell them say their origin come from Benin. Because there are some lunatic that will come and say, you answer Igbo name. I have told you that my uncle's first son's name is Soludo. And he gave that name because of our love for Soludo. Even before I know IPOB. Even before I know much about Igbo people. And that boy is going to be bullied, mesmerized when he says he's Igbo man. Because we love Soludo. Because we love Jesus Christ. We now begin to answer Jesus' name, Holy Mary name, another name. And Catholic and Samuel Ajay Crowd help you to kill us culturally. Let me digress so you understand before I proceed. When Igbo people call God Chi, we don't call God Chi. The name of the creator is a he. But how many Igbo people know that the name of God is a he. We call him Olise sometimes. And Igbo people don't call him Olise. They call him Chuku. We call him Osolobwe. Osolobwe kelulale ashani meli osheri. Abianu tunike newerekwe. We call God Osolobwe. Maybe that is coming from Benin. We call God Idehi. This is coming from who we are. And we call God Chuku, courtesy of the Catholic Church. This say we no get sense. I need you to get it now. Oh, many wonyabo liba want to say and you wundi Igbo. Kandi kwa. What do Igbos call woman? Mwanye. And what do you call woman in a Ka dialect? Okpoho. And what do Benin people call woman? I'm sure it's a Mwanye. Njushi. You will not manipulate this history under our watch. Be rest assured. And then when a woman becomes very old, if we don't call them Odede, we call them Okpohoba. It's complicated. So akorianene mono. Akorianene mono. Makanende kanyesene nwata agwane de lebu ebimbo many yamane. When a woman becomes very elderly, we call them Odede. Nemo Odede. This is our indigenous Eka or Agbo or our dialect, as you may choose to accept it. But when you are a female, we refer you to as Okpoho. But Igbo call it Mwanye. And I'm sure some of them have different names they call woman. They call man Nwoke. We don't call man Nwoke. We call man Okenye. And then when it is too old, they will say, Oken Oba. What is Oba doing in them? These are elderly people that are qualified to be Oba. Oken Oba, Oba. That is where you get to Uoba, Uzuoba, Ozuoba in River State. And I think say we no get sense, but I'm coming for you that are Igbo because you want to destroy our history. You want to destroy cultural genocide. You want us to shut up. We will see the worst you can do. You will win temporarily. Don't enjoy this momental victory because I see it coming your way, but you are not aware of the end. And so some group of lunatics gathered and formed Igbo. They coerced so many ethnic groups and forced them to be Igbo. Today they have been Igbo. They have had the ups and downs and error, but they have failed to learn from it. Because of greed of some individual hiding under the umbrella of Fundi Igbo. They have seen hell in Nigeria. They survived it. But maybe they want to see Sodom and Gomorrah. Because hell is still there. But Sodom and Gomorrah is bad. It's their choice. The earlier they begin to speak up, the better for all of them. Now, Nigeria, under the governor or leadership of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, have decided to introduce what they call Tax Reform Amendment Bill. This gives room for creation of more states. More states will be created in the southwest. More states will be created in the northeast, north central, northeast. And more states will be created in the south and the southeast. Go to the southwest, peaceful, calm. Go to the northeast, northwest, north central, peaceful. But come to the south and the southeast, there is problem. The problem is because of Igbo people. I say I'm generalizing it too. Hold on. Before I come to the real people who are Igbo Biafra unity beggars. But now I'm generalizing it. Hold on. We want to create a Nyoma. We know the manipulation there. This is our desire. This is our request. Even before Nedi Nwoko became a senator. Even before Ebonyi State was created. It did not pull out for so many reasons I will not tell you. But go on social media now in the metrics and discover and ask yourself as a Nyoma person, why is it that it's Igbo people that are more happy for the creation of Anyoma more than we that are supposed to be Anyoma people? Because finally, it looks to them like they are going to conquer us and assimilate us as they have assimilated Mbano people, Mbise people, Mbitoru people, Olu people, Nkure people, Amandoba people, Ihiala people, Okeja people, Onitsha people, Obosi people, Oka people. Should I begin to mention as they have assimilated now they're going to get us as a trophy. But what they can count on is that the reason they say Igbo don't love themselves, the reason they will always contradict themselves, the reason they will become the problem of themselves is because you are forcing yourself into a will that will never be. It's on social media you will do this. But on ground, we'll be here to analyze the football match when it all begins. I'm coming. Ask yourself, why is it that Igbo people are the one rejoicing over the creation of Anyoma? They carry it on their head. They were in Enugu to review the bill, an amendment of the law to give me Anyoma. Mmenwa kechoni ya Anyoma, Igbo ke ya Anyoma. True na de nwokoro. I'm coming. They are in Akwa Ibom, trying to create scenario as if Anyoma has even come. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, shine your eye and pay attention. Because when we begin to talk about it, we will still call you. We are trying to know the name of the Igbo man that will pull this shot. And the person we know so far, and we are still trying to find out if it's Anyoma man. That is Nedi Nwokoro. It's not in Woko, it's in Woko. I was in a meeting of Ikwere stakeholders sometime in River State. And then the supposed stakeholders of Ikwere land was speaking in Obiwale Cultural Center. And I know that somebody stood up and introduced himself and I say, I am a Muhammadi and I am this and that and that. And another Ikwere son stood up and said, shut up and sit down. And everywhere was quiet. He said, shut up and sit down. And the man shut up and sat down. Because he wanted to know why a fellow stakeholder would tell him to shut up and shut down. And the Ikwere man told him, see, despite the fact that we don't want problem, we don't want to discriminate. Amadi is not Igbo, it's not Ikwere name. It's Igbo name. So don't think we don't know where you people have coming from. But based on the fact that the initiative of Obako Ikwere has come to stay, does not give you the right to tell us how to feel or how to listen. So shut up and sit down. That man never spoke up again. So because your mama and your papa born for Ikwere land and hide this for Ikwere, can't they kill him Ikwere? They say we know now. All of us we hide for Anyama. We are Agba and proudly Igbo. We know all of you. But the reason we are keeping you quiet is because we don't have a rallying point. And that is exactly what we are here to achieve. And the moment we get it, you will see what you are calling for. It's as simple as that. That is why you see now, it looks like I'm remenyora. How are you? When did it? So at the end of the day, Igbo people are the one rejoicing. They are the ones sponsoring Anyoma creation through Igbo unification agenda. They left Ikwere people because Ikwere people did not oblige. Ikwere people fluently reacted. And I will say thank God for people like Rudolph, Ikwere Awareness Platform. I thank all of you. Now they have left Ikwere. I saw some Akwa Ibom people coming to cry on social media. I said they are crying because this one has passed them. Ishakiri has a platform, Urobo have a platform, and they have disassociated from this Anyoma. Of course, it's the right thing for them to do. But I saw Akwa Ibom people crying. Oh, please, fellow Nigerians, they want to create Obolo State. Obolo State will be part of Akwa Ibom and Igbo people. Igbo people don't have land in Akwa Ibom, so they cannot use Akwa Ibom land to create a land and give to Igbo people. So Akwa Ibom people be telling them the history of Igbo people. The same way I'm talking to Bini people. You think it's about creation of state? It is about cultural genocide and totally bastardizing our lineage. I'm coming. So the Obolo state that have been cited already is taking Akwa Ibom land and giving to Ndi Igbo. And you have Igbo is uniting, Igbo is uniting to destroy who? So some progressive-minded Akwa Ibom people have lent their voice. I respect them. Because if Igbo people have a group that will come and do the same thing, and maybe Igbo people will know what they are about to enter. Because whether we talk or we didn't talk, they will still know what they are entering. So the Obolo state creation you are hearing that will come from Akwa Ibom, it is practically giving Akwa Ibom land to Igbo people. The same thing they want to take Benin land and give to Yoruba people. They have not given us the name. Because they are proposing and citing to take some community from Ondo State, which originally supposed to be Benin land. Maybe not all of them. And then take some community from Delta State, who are supposed to be related to Benin people, somewhere along the line. And then take some people from Benin, who are Benin people, and then they call you one name and hammer you to the southwest. Confidentially. Why not they do like this? Is it one Nigerian to commit cultural genocide? Is it one Nigerian to destroy our ethnic groups? And this is just creating a scenario while I say I generalize it. If you say you are Igbo and you see this thing we are resisting, you can't go back stakeholders and talk about it. Then continue. If you say you are Yoruba, you fail to be sensitive to the feeling of the people in a time like this. Continue. If you say you are Hausa and you think what you are doing is right, continue. Today, Hausa is trying to form coalition with Igbo people to fight Yoruba. Is it what we come to do in the name of one Nigeria? If we are not fighting about Yoruba supremacy, we are fighting about Igbo supremacy. If we are not fighting about Igbo supremacy, we are fighting about Hausa supremacy. Is that why we are one Nigeria? Because the last time I checked, that is the root of all the problem we are facing as Nigeria. Now, let's come back to my topic. I try to create this scenario and now focusing on the Igbo Biafra unity beggar. We are jumping up and like, yes, Anyama is a go, is a go, is a go. The people who are not Igbo in the southeast will soon come. They will come up. Prepare yourself very well, because it's not going to end in your own terms. If you must survive, they have tagged you as Sub-Igbo group. It's a slogan you're not aware of. You, so many of you, do not shield your sword. There are 3 things you must do, and these 3 things are: 1, you must distinguish yourself. Do you know what is distinguish? You must show uniquely that you are different from other people, not necessarily better than anybody. When you come to the occasion where they are introducing everybody in that hall, the person who have the mic, the scepter of authority, will say, "Distinguished ladies and gentlemen," they first acknowledge you, because you people are the main figure in that event. So you must make sure that you are distinguished. Abo people must be distinguished. Ikwere people must be distinguished. Ado people must be distinguished. Orashi people must be distinguished. Ebaki people must be distinguished. Anyoma people must be distinguished. When we come into this hall called Nigeria, we are not Igbo people. Deal with it. Now, let me explain. If you look at the European nation, somehow about 50 countries that make up the European nation, depending on how many continents you choose to align them. They are not all from the same descendant. They're very complex. But on the other hand, when you look closely at Europe, let's speak example of France and the UK, the British. Under the influence of the Roman Empire, they were able to create cultures for themselves. Of course, their trace descendant is still complex. But today, a Francophone man and Anglophone man is a European. Somewhere they can trace their origin back until the influence of the Roman Empire. When you see an Englishman want to go to a hotel, he will say, "I am going to the hotel." And the French person will still speak French, which I can't speak very well, but he will still use hotel. So I beg on our way go school, Igbo people, Igbo Biafra people. Hotel, is it French language or UK, British language? Because both of them call police. Some Nigerians call police Olokpa. Some Nigerians call police India Koji. Some Nigerians call police Kobo. We have different names for police. But then I'm coming. The French people say hotel is hotel, and English people say hotel is hotel. The French people say police is police, and English people say police is police. The French people say restaurant is restaurant, and English people say restaurant is a restaurant. So who owns it? Is it France or is it English? But they have outgrown that level. It's not necessary. If you like, speak Latin. Francophone is Francophone and Anglophone is Anglophone. All of them were able to distinguish themselves. From German to Italy to Sicily to whatever country in Europe, all of them distinguished themselves. And when the German talk, they talk distinguishedly. Despite the fact that they are all Europeans. This was the message of Mo Fokpanan tried to tell Igbo people. We have moved on as Anyoma people, coming with a complex history. Leave us, because you want to set the balance. We will help you. I have not seen Italian man dabbling into the affair of the Germans. I have not seen the German trying to talk down on the Vatican City that is not up to my village. Because they were able to distinguish themselves. My brother, you must be able to distinguish yourself. And to distinguish yourself, this is the truth. In the early hours of colonization by the imperialists, they used to teach their children in their school a topic known as the gentleman conduct. The gentleman conduct, if you have heard about that study, it's not about who is gentle, who is harmless, who does not talk, who look fragile. But when they teach them about the gentleman conduct, is the ability to maintain your cool even in the toughest moment. If you see any gentleman, avoid them. Because I wear glass now, it be like say I'm a gentleman. You know, before when you wear lens, it be like say you be gentleman. Some of us now put scatter. But they teach you to bury your feeling, your pain. They teach you to make it part of your beating heart. And that is why when the colonial masters were ravaging Africa, raping, naming, killing, maiming, they all appear as gentlemen. When Lord Lugar want to address us, he will comb his beards. You can see I didn't comb my beards. We will comb his beards, perm his hair, Flora show them. They will sing national anthem. They will do like this. You know, so all Lord says, all the Nigerians, we are not here to did you. We just see you are monkey and baboons. We want to help you organize your community. We ask you to be in order, and so that we will not react. But please be calm. Everything will be well. These people are criminal. Terrorists in disguise. That is the conduct of gentlemen. But they were able to distinguish themselves. So when we say distinguish yourself, we are not telling you to say, you see, I'm a gentleman. I don't think we should be sagaring. You got to saga. Saga as if. That is why the Jesuits. That is why the Crusaders. That is why the Musketeers, under the guise of Christianity, committed the highest atrocity known to humanity outside the Dark Age. They were gentlemen. Distinguish yourself. You see, we are Igbo. They're going to show you like, share, like. I'm sure nobody is listening to this broadcast. They will come later because nobody watch you more than the people who hate you. Later, they know how to come through back door. And I send it to their back door. You must distinguish yourself wherever you are. And that is why I love Wike till tomorrow morning. When he saw that Nnamdi Kanu has corrupted the Igbo identity, he told you he's not Igbo. He told you he's not Igbo. And he's hated for it. And passionately, he's saying it. Wike is trying to be real now. He's trying to be a true gentleman. And that was why he told you now. You see, I said I'm Igbo man because I don't like the way they were treating Igbo people. He was not honest there. But at least he was honest to tell you that he's not an Igbo man. Why can't you deal with it? Distinguish yourself. Wike have done that. And kudos to Wike. And so those of you who think gentleman is accepting hopelessness, think again. I can take the whole day trying to explain distinguish for you. But distinguish is taking the fall, taking the pain, taking the hatred, taking the insult, and pretend as if it doesn't affect you. Though it affects you, you've made it part of yourself. If you see how I love insult. Sounding well, Inyachuku menimo, eronimeo, uwage jumobio, wogo no sokamo, osolobo meni mekelere ne fansoya. You see how I love insult now. When you don't insult me, I'm not always happy. Distinguish yourself. That is one. Number two, customize your ethnic group. Customize it. There are many ways to customize it. Customizing it is let them know the do's and the non-do's, the go and the no-go area. Customize it. We wake up one day, Igbo Biafra man, we wear my traditional cloth. He said, this is proudly Igbo, it is Akwandi Igbo. He wake up and wear Binikla. He said, this bead is Igbo bead. It's from Umahia. Doesn't Umahia know what is bead? And Bini people will keep quiet. Oh, it doesn't mean, let's ignore it. No need for saga. My dear, counter it. As you come across it, counter it. The internet is taking record, it's keeping record. Most especially now we are moving into the AI generation. Information at the tip of your finger, at disposal. Customize your tribe, your identity. Customize it. And that is the reason I tell our people who must create a rallying point for our people. If you like, be sagarin, do whatever you like. And I'm very sorry, it's going to be a very long walk for you. Mercedes-Benz cannot produce Toyota without permission. Neither can Toyota produce Tata without permission. Tata will not produce Lexus without permission because they are customized. If Anyoma was customized, Igbo people will not be the one rejoicing. Nedi Nwoko will not have stepped forward and say, oh, fellow parliamentarians, please, I beg you, create Anyoma from the south and please dash it to Igbo people to compensate them because you have marginalized in the Igbo. Southwest have C state. North have C state, North Central have C state, even South have C state. Oh, my fellow Nigeria, what you do to Igbo is not good. Please, they have only 5 states. Give them 1 state again. And that is what Igbo people like. They will say, oh, the senator of the people, oh, they have done us bad. Oh, you rip off your emotion. Oh, it's true, this man, we must support him. Come and support him to take over my fatherland. We are waiting for you. I'm coming. But if these things were customized, if Nedi Nwokoro did not choose to be intellectual dishonest person, he would have as well reminded the Senate. In as much as I am asking for South Anyoma to be created in the Southeast, please, can this honorable chamber tell me why the Midwestern region was crushed? Because it was created through the Constitution of Nigeria, the only region or state that was created through the plebiscite, referendum. No, it doesn't concern him. He wants to be governor of Anyoma. Come and govern us. We are waiting for you. You people stop creating problem. How many years you can't handle Boko Haram? How many years? Only Nnamdi Kanu create unknown gunmen. The Igbos are crying over it. Imagine when you create another one in Delta State. Niger Delta issue, you people have not solved it. Ogoni Mozob Wahala is still on your neck. You want to use Nedi Nwoko to create another one. Continue. I told you in one of my broadcasts, I said this problem we are going through as a nation, it's sustainable because only 3 ethnic groups supposedly are fighting themselves. That is the Wazobia. I said, but the way things are going, I am prophetically declaring to you that when it goes beyond this 3 triangulation point, this Trinity edge, and everybody go haywire, everybody will fighting everybody, and nobody will be fighting nobody, and you will not be able to solve the problem. What will happen eventually is that our nation, our Nigerian will love, we cherish, it will burn to ashes. But boom, after that, a new nation will emerge. But it's going to come with a very high price, and we shouldn't pray for this. So President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, please, Anyoma creation under Nedi Nwoko is a fraud. Shut it out. The same way, leaders before you shut it out, do that. I don't want to begin to call out names of my people yet, because it's not over until it's all over. Along the line. It's okay. Now, let's go on. I say customize your ethnic group. Until then, they will be doing what they are doing. And the third thing you need to do in order to survive is maintain what you have. Sustain what you have. Sustainability. And that brings us to this angle. I'm an Agbo man. And when I say I'm an Agbo man, I expect you to ask me which side of Agbo. As I was brought up, I could say I am from Abavo Kingdom. I could be from Owa Kingdom. I can be from Agbo Kingdom, Umunede Kingdom, Utokbo Kingdom. I could be from any of them. But when I tell you, you know who I am. And when you come among us, we know. We know. It's not an issue to debate. We know. Some of us have Igbo blood in us. And when I mean Igbo blood, I don't even know who is Igbo. And I'm sure there is no history that say we have Igbo blood. But there are some history that say we have only blood. It has been written, it has been reading. I will not fault it. In a car nation, in a car ethnic group, some of us have only blood, not Igbo blood. Because that name Igbo is questionable till tomorrow morning. Until it's sorted out. Anything you are doing under Igbo, according to Nnamdi Kanu, it will not succeed. He must have heard that from his father. We have only blood among us. Complex nature. We have Bini blood among us. Complexity. We have Yoruba blood. Very confusing. We have Igala blood. Very Orientic. And then we have Ijo blood. Very Oroboristic. So when Ijo man say, I will say, yeah. It's not me that says it. It's part of me that says it. And when Igbo say Igbo Kwenu, I say, hey, it's not me that says it. It's part of me that says it. And when Yoruba will say, oh, yeah, whatever the answer, and I answer, it's not me that answer, part of me. And when Bini say, Oba talk, and I say, it's not me, it's part of me. Deal with it. Now, these people I have mentioned had their originality, which make them aborigine. They came together to form a future for themselves. Like the Europeans, when you have the Francophone, the Anglophone, the Arabian phone, the Chinese phone, the Indo phone, the Malaysian phone, the Japanese phone, all of them in Europe, they will tell you by the base of continents. Now, me not deceive. Allow it to be that way. We identified by the betrayal or the suffering we went through. But somewhere along the line, we were able to make peace to our source, and they gave us the authority to remain. A lot of you, Eka people, you moved through different waves from Benin. A lot of you, Eka people, you move from the Inri Palace. If you link all these things, it boils down to the betrayals of the Kumeku warrior. Igbo people don't want to tell you about the Kumeku warrior. They want to bring us back again and make mess. We are the descendant of the warriors whose story we never told. When they tell you about the ancient Benin Empire, people fought for it. People fought for it. It was not only the Oba Palace, despite the fact that majority of us came from there. The people there did not defend it alone. Let me give you a history. There was a time a particular Oba of Benin, in the 1400, issue an order that no chief should give birth to his son. It was forbidden. And some chief gave birth to his son. They ran. Some of them from Abavo Kingdom. Some of them from Umunede Kingdom. Some of them from Utokbo Kingdom. Agbo Kingdom. And there was another era. The Oba said, the Oba had two sons, who were two princes that were two sons. Both of them were heir to the throne. They said they will not witness the kingdom divided by two brothers. One of them have to be exiled. He is a part of the Agbo descendant. Go and ask Obi of Onitsha. We came from different waves. You go to the Owa kingdom. Yes, some Owa people, according to Obi of Owa, Obi Efezomo, Nri blood is in us, not Igbo blood. But this is the switch. Why will Nri man go and fight in defense of the ancient Bini Empire? Because the reason why you begin to have different Owa, Owa Liru, Owa Igbo, Owa Lizomo, Owa this, Owa that, Owa this. Let me not be specific so that I will not fault myself. The real king of our people is not the throne of Efezomo, but I will not say it. But with due respect, Efezomo remained the highest monarch in Owa. Let's go by that. But the first son, the true prince, the heir to the throne, was a warrior prince who was sent to follow the Benin to fight a particular group of imperialists who stood many years and did not come back. And they thought he has died in the battlefield. They have to crown his junior brother. And when he came back, his junior brother was on the throne already. The community pleaded with him and said, son, we know what has happened is unprecedented. It's wrong. Your brother has been established on the throne, your younger brother. And we cannot dethrone him. Please, move some distance away from here and form your kingdom with your men. We will give you every necessary support to stand. And the other brother, the prince, heir to the throne, he moved on. Today, that community is controlled by Obi Efezomo. If we want to revise history, we will spoil a lot of things. So why will somebody who have only blood go and fight with the Benin people? Except this creation of Igbo compromise many things, which truth they are trying to hide. Our job is to make sure they will not hide. Just hold on. Our podcast studio is coming to come up. And we will tell you the Anambra people from Anambra State where our blood is. Inside that in the palace. And we will tell you he is not the son of Abraham. We didn't come from oil or chili. Stop telling lie. This was cock and bull story in order to incorporate fallacy. Slaves. Bunch of slaves. Abandoned by Samuel Ajayi Crowther. Abandoned by Lord Lugard, Mary Slessor. All these Nduoshi colonial masters. And at the moment of abolition of slaves, they want to take over our life. Ebonye Ruya watch here. Come and watch here now. No, Ebonye Ruya watch here. Come and watch here my village now. You will when you. Is there request you men no. So those of you they call Sub-Igbo group. To bring this broadcast to an end, understand, they may be able to pull the shot, creating a normal state. But a lot of things will not work out because our values cannot align. It's going to cause friction, serious friction. We don't want it. We would have behaved like Europeans. The Vatican City is not big enough to be a country of its own, but yet it is. The Italians, the Romans, the Sicilies, the UK, the British, the Scottish, all of them. They have to respect themselves. Despite the fact that they can all trace their descendants to Thrasos. Today, they are European nation. They influence the world, I should say so. Just you can still be your Igbo man. Allow me to be my Abo man. Allow us to be our Nyoma people. Let Ikwere to become the Obakere Ikwere. And then let the Benin and every other person be who they are. We can still make it. You can still prosper. Just I will not let you sell fake drug, baby fat, all those things. We will put eye for you sooner than expected. I am George Onibe. And this is where I bring the broadcast to an end. But before then, let me take some insult. Because it looks like my battery is low and I've taken much time. Let me take some insult. Who do I see here? Igbo Abuchi, I greet you, my brother. I greet you, Igbo Abuchi. And I see Chibuike. I see Oga George, I greet you, Chibuike. And then I see Achoibe, my brother. I greet you. I see Victor. I greet you, Victor. And who do we have there? I see Nande. He say, I agree with you on this one, George. IPOB, ESM, unknown gunmen. Don't finish Igbo land. It's okay, Nande. Thank you because you accept that truth. And then I see Kevin. He say, brother, you know these people seriously. Yes, I was with them more than 15 years. I'm not telling you what they told me. I'm telling you what we know. And I'm not driven by hatred. I'm George Onibe. And this is where I sign up. The rest Igbo Biafra people, criminal-minded people, drop your insult. We'll follow it up there. But don't forget, we are trying to create a rallying point for our people. If you are interested, get in touch with me.